Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 2. So we have, well, I guess we've died and we've come back to life, and we've found out that the company, or I don't know, secret agent, I don't know, the secret agency called Cerberus is basically behind it. Unfortunately, we do not like them. They are pretty bad guys, as we learned in the first game, but they are trying to help us out and want us to investigate some things that they think we're interested in. Since we don't have much of a choice, we're going to go ahead and do it. But before we do go ahead and look at Freedom's Progress? Hang on a second. Yeah, Freedom's Progress. We're going to go ahead and unlock, or well, not unlock, but play around with our armor. At the moment, our helmet, we do not have one, but if we do put one on, we can gain health, or we could potentially gain, what is this? Increase weapon damage by about 5%. And honestly, that looks pretty cool if you ask me. I do love the original versions, the breather and the basic N7 helmet, but for now, let's go ahead and we'll go with the recon hood. What about anything else? Can we unlock anything? No, not right now. Material-wise, we can kind of change how glossy things are, but I think I'm happy with what we've got. And we can even change the colors. Yeah, actually, you know what? I quite like this red theme that we're going with. In fact, yeah, let's lighten things up a little bit. I think that looks pretty cool there. Yeah, that seems good enough. And pattern-wise, we can add some stuff on, but I think we're happy with what we've got. No need to change anything else around. As for that... Oh, wait a second. Casual appearance. Yeah, I suppose that should be good enough. Yeah, let's just go ahead and apply. That will be how we go. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way and figure out what's going on. Alright, so mission complete. Very nice. We've leveled up. Mission summary. Okay, import bonuses thanks to our new game. We start at level 4, some free bits and pieces, a grenade launcher, all of that stuff, and some good money. Alright, that is fine. Let's go ahead and see about, well, investigating what's going on. So, we should be with Miranda and Jacob. Nothing too crazy so far. We met them earlier.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared, and we've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Alright, so, new weapons. Cerberus have provided additional weapons. Okay, so what have we got access to? We have shotguns. Oh, wait a second, for ourselves. Okay, so we've got pistols, shotguns, assault rifles, sniper rifles, and grenade launcher. Let's go to the assault rifle first. And then, what about the others? Oh, pistol or shotgun, and then you have pistol or... Oh, actually, hang on a second. Heavy pistol. Huh. Okay, so... Yeah, there's not too much as far as choices are concerned, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and give you the shotgun. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and activate our weapon type, ammo type. Same with Jacob. In fact, I'm I think I might have just seen. Yeah, there we go. We've got a level up available. So we've got a few of our points available. Let's go ahead and see. What do we have? Combat skills, weapon damage, and health. I think those are always basic things to go ahead and pick up. Pull. What have we got? Levitates a target. Sure, we'll go with that too. And then let's see, 3 more points. Oh, actually, hang on a second. If we go to maximum, yeah, we can evolve incendiary ammo, so everybody gets it. Or we go ahead and, yeah, potentially igniting the targets and all nearby enemies. Well, that's a very interesting choice. Let's see, Cerberus rank, more health, more damage. I think for now, let's go ahead and we'll put more points into basic health and damage. I think that'll be fine. That should be sufficient. And then Miranda, what have we got here? We've got Overload for shields, Warp to, yep, prevent regen, as well as good against armor and biotic barriers. And then Cerberus Officer for, again, more health damage, squad health and squad damage. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and purchase a little bit of that. That should be fine. And then what do we want? Warp or Overload? I think for now we've mainly seen a few bots. Let's go ahead and we'll pick that up. Yeah, that should be fairly decent. Okay. Now we also do have a concussive shot. When do we gain this? Adrenaline rush to level 2. Okay. Well, we know what we might work our way towards, but again, for now, this should be fine as is. Alright, so what do we see here? Well, so far, not much sign of anything. Yeah, alright, let's open the door.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Okay, well, that's not a good sign. Let's go ahead and keep on moving, though. Surely we'll come across something at some point. Actually, are those explosive?
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
No sign of anything for us to collect so far. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, and we have...
Sounds like fence.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Let's take cover.
Incoming! Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Okay, what have we got? We've got some... What does he call it? A puppy dog mech. Looks like they're... Let's take some cover.
Target down!
System failing. Backup systems engaged.
Okay, so that's a little bit different. Alright, so we've got
Someone
better
reprogrammed
security
them to
mechs.
attack on site. We're not alone here.
Okay, well, if that's the case, let's quickly have a look at our codex. So what have we got here? Biotics, all of that sort of stuff. Nothing too crazy there. Oh, security mechs. Okay, just a basic read through. Okay, so they're frowned upon for actual military duty or whatever else. Fair enough. I guess that makes sense. At the end of the day, they probably don't have the processing power necessary. Alright. Let's keep a careful eye open and see what we come across. Actually, med kits, wall safes, spare parts. Okay, there's a few things here for us. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and if you missed it in the first episode, we need to kind of do a matching thing. Let's see. Copyrights. Oop, come on. And then, what do we have? They should be fine. We should have enough time, and I do not know why they didn't connect before. Oh well, makes no difference. We got what we needed. There's some more money. We do love that. That's going to be useful, I'm sure. Oh.
My shields are down.
We're offline.
Alright, let's just go go ahead and put a few shots there. Alright, what have we got here? More credits. I'm not finding this assault rifle is particularly as much as I would prefer. Let's see. Weak against shields and biotic barriers. Yeah, accurate when fired in short bursts, deadly when fired on full auto, effective against shields, armor, and biotic barriers. Okay, well, you know what? I guess we'll just stick with this for now. That should be fine. We do have the adrenaline rush. In fact, we already have that set up here as our number 1. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that should be useful. We might try and make use of that.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your own commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
So, yeah, we don't really need to ask why they hate Cerberus. We know why. They're a very radical, pro-human group to the point where they are willing to throw anybody else under the bus. So that's not particularly good. But either way, we're going to go ahead and keep on moving.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Okay, well, we couldn't quite hit them. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, either way. Oh. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that, but that'll work. Let's go ahead and bypass it again. Resistors and things. Copyrights. There we go. Nice and simple. Alright, excellent. 2,000 credits. I'll take those. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Let's open the door. Probably need a
Use
little bit.
overload on them.
Oh.
Target down.
Can we go ahead and use overload again? There we go.
Nice! One less!
Alright, you know what? This thing's actually working out pretty good.
There we
Nice
go!
assault rifle, actually. Yeah, this is working out well.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Alright, well, we'll pick up everything we can. More metagel and all is always worth it. Let's see what we can find. I'm guessing there's going to be more contacts. Actually, yeah, this looks foreboding. Alright, let's take cover for a second. Oh, let's go ahead and fire off some of that. Actually, you know what? Okay,
There we go!
that works out rather nicely. Okay, so that's our, that's our, what do we call it? Adrenaline rush.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Alright, so, still early days, so we do have a couple of,
Moving to cover!
choices.
Heading to cover!
That's it though, I do find it hilarious that they're called henchmen.
Take
yeah,
point,
it's a bit of a
Shepard.
choice, but
We'll
it is
cover
what
the
it
door.
is. Alright, let's go ahead and take cover.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and get started. It looks like they've got shields. Yellow, I would assume, is armor, and red would be health. Let's go ahead and quickly overload this thing. We're going to go ahead and focus, so we'll adrenaline rush and see what we can get done.
Overlord can take out the shield.
Alright, let's get a reload. Alright, let's go ahead and what do we want? You know what, it's effective against everything. Maybe we just hold off for what we've got right now. Yeah. Let's see what we can get done. Let's go ahead and aim for the face is normally a pretty good technique.
Warp is heavy armor, weakening.
Alright, cool. And it looks like, yeah, warping. It looks like our crew is doing a pretty good job of using their own abilities, which is kind of nice to have. Alright, so we need to go ahead and focus our way up over there. Let's quickly go ahead and check out some of this other stuff first. We might be able to get a few more, I don't know, hidden information or something. Oh, heavy weapon ammo. That's good. Another 3,000 credits, I think. Resistors. We'll go ahead and take those. Let's see. That is not too bad. Alright. A little bit better of a minigame than the hacking or overriding or whatever you want to call it in the first game, decrypting. That works much, much better. Hang on a second. What have we got here? We can scan all of that, but... Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and do this.
This is valuable.
Research data. Okay. So we need a scientist for such things. We'll definitely need to get one of those at some point then. But again, let's just make sure that we have everything we can. Oh, and there's Tali. Alright, let's have a chat to her and see how the crew's doing.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Alright, well, I appreciate her assisting her people. And even happier that we get to figure out what we need to without any further interruptions.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know.
You didn't see, but I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and work groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Guess we'll have to give her a name.
looks like part of the crew's back together. Love to see Joker back, and my goodness, what a beautiful ship. The Normandy SR2. One of my favorites yet again. I love the design. Alright, so we've got some decent stuff. We've even found some things for heavy weapon ammo, so apparently increases our ammo capacity potentially. But again, unfortunately, we need a scientist. So, as much as the elusive man is not exactly a fellow we like, being recommended that we find a Solarian scientist does sound pretty good. Make sure we get some nice little upgrades as soon as possible. Alright, either way, let's go ahead and move on through, and we'll see where the game does take us. If we're on the Normandy and we get to choose where we go, well then that might be it. Otherwise, who knows what kind of drama could be unfolding.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Oh, well, galaxy map, fair enough. Similar to the previous one. Private terminals, gets updates on our squad. Okay, I guess that's also useful to know. And then the armory. Ooh, now that is something I do like, the idea of select weapons for your squad from the armory. Now that does sound very nice. The elevator, accessing other decks. Who would have thought that that's what an elevator could do? Clearly Cerberus thought of everything. And then of course our own captain's quarters, which makes a bit of sense. After all, we do run the ship. Alright, tech lab. Need a professor. No surprises there. I think we have a bit of an idea as to where we need to go. And anything else? No, nothing else. Okay, so journal updated, assemble a team. Sounds good to me. We did level up, so I think what we'll do is we'll go for our adrenaline rush right now. That way we can unlock that concussive shot. I think that's a good play. Let's see, time dilation goes up. Oh, recharge, no, it doesn't go up, sorry. Our recharge time decreases every 4 seconds. Okay, and then if we get this to max, what have we got? Your endorphins block out the pain and trauma in addition to speeding your reaction time. Health damage is reduced while the power's duration. Or we could pick up the reaction time is the stuff of legends. When we're on, enemies seem to stand still. Huh. Either way, we'll get to that. We'll go ahead and pick this up. We'll work on things as time goes by, but I think that's fairly good. And you know what? I think we might actually call things there. We've got a few people to talk to. We've got a few things to investigate, but I think we'll go ahead and do that in the next one. I think that's probably the way to go. Actually, hang on a second. Before we do... Okay, we have a couple of dossiers. Yes, so there's the veteran, Zaid Masani. Okay, so that's last seen on Omega, reputation as a bounty hunter. Okay, so he's some kind of mercenary. We also have... Who else is there to potentially go for? The Professor, Morden Solus. Makes sense. And then anybody else? Archangel. Very nice. Another mercenary commander. Technical expertise and strategic brilliance. Okay. High profile attacks on gang leaders on Omega, like found there. Okay, so we've got Sci-Fi Batman, and then the Warlord for Dr. Okia. Krogan. Okay, brutal Krogan Warlord and Krogan Rebellion's veteran. Okia is obsessed with saving the Krogan from the Genophage. It appears he has contacted the Collectors to gain necessary technology. Currently at a Blue Suns camp on Corlus, his relationship with the mercenaries is unknown. We also have the convict Jack, a biotic, and then... Oh, she's held on a prison ship of all things. Okay. And then Kasumi, the Master Thief. Okay. Subject has stolen extremely valuable resources from Cerberus in the past. Alarm systems, DNA encoders, guards, and various other deterrents were bypassed. And we still don't know how. She was last seen on the Citadel. Okay, so we've got a lot of people to choose from. That's good. Upgrades. Ooh, apparently we can... Okay, get some upgrades, but again, we need a scientist. That makes sense. And then we've also got some messages. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. We've got a good idea of where we need to go. It looks like we've got a yeoman to chat to as well. But again, that is where we'll pick up the next one. So if you do want to see more of Mass Effect, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.